Crystal's channel, the reason why we're on Crystal's channel is because I said some naughty things, and YouTube gave me another slap across the face and banged down a censorship warning number 2, so strike 2. So it's not going to be lifted till 4 days before my birthday, October the 16th. So I have to be a very, very careful boy on that channel. I won't be allowed back on to do videos or content for another week, a week and 2 or 3 days. But other than that, everything's fine because we have the beautiful Crystal channel. Crystal channel is kind of our channel where we just fully focus on crystals normally, but because of the strike 2, I've had to use this channel to talk about everyday life as well, but obviously to be very careful at the moment. Also helping people in ways that they didn't realize. A lot of content out there, a lot of bullshit out there at the moment. So a lot of people are being confused by so much these days. It really is a cesspit clown show. But that's the way it is at the moment. I've shut the window because it's a bit noisy outside, so we can have a little bit of peace together. We've got the background music going on. So yeah, all good. Thus far, everything is fantastic. I just posted a video of one of my, I don't know how old it was, maybe a few months, 6 months old, with regards to a piece of moldavite that I purchased a long time ago, and I keep it in my safe, and I bring it out of my safe whenever I want to do the psychic work. And it's, when I bought it, it had a name. The name of the crystal was Flame of Bohemia. And I put that video up, reposted it up again yesterday, and people enjoyed it. So one of the reasons why I'm here facing this direction is because I wanted to show it you once again. And I was using it last night, I was using it this morning for help in so many ways. The energy within this crystal is similar to sitting under a tree. It's a lot more intense. I get a lot more information from it than a tree. A tree is more gentle and subtle. Moldavite from Besednice, which I'm showing you, they're nicknamed hedgehogs because they're so spiky. So when you use it on your third eye, you're getting like 100 spikes or 200 or 300 spikes. Those spikes are points where the energy from within is like just laser beaming, and it's incredible. So it's behind me. I want to be careful with it because it's the best piece I've ever owned and ever had. It's basically with me because I'm taking care of it. So I've handled tens of thousands of moldavites in my time, tens of thousands. This one is the one that I think when I first saw it, I fell in love with it instantly. And I walked around the big show, I believe it was in Germany, and I just knew I had to have it. And back then I didn't have a great deal of money, but I rung up my bank manager while I was there, and he said, buy it, buy it. So I ended up borrowing the money from the bank, and I ended up buying this piece, and it was the best decision, best move I ever made. So you can get many different moldavite Besenites, and they're all fantastic. I've got, I don't know how many I've got left, but I sell quite a lot of Besenites, and the hedgehogs are something very, very special. One day when you save up and you can afford one, you'll understand why when you work with it, especially on the third eye, or when you hold it in your hand. It's phenomenal. You can feel the energy shooting through, and because it's like a hedgehog and all these points, It's just incredible. So this piece is called the Flame of Bohemia, and what it is it's a part of what we call a dumbbell, and in its original form it would have had an exact same opposite, where when it flew through the air it would have kind of span and created a dumbbell effect, but this one would have cracked in the middle as they normally do, and then they form into what almost looks like a teardrop. So this is like a Moldavite teardrop Besednice Hedgehog. So I'm going to show it you now. And what's special about this piece is that under a microscope, if you look under like a microscope like this, a high-powered microscope there, you'll see that there is no chips. It's basically landed, and over the 50 million years, so they say, with water and everything that is within the minerals, has created these cavices and these beautiful points. So every point is perfect. There is no damage. So here we go. I'll just show you. There you go. Say hello to the Flame of Bohemia. Absolutely beautiful, eh? So you can see it's lighter there, and it's got this gorgeous colour, which only Moldavite can give off. Even if you get the fake Moldavite, you can't get such beauty as you do in this, because you've got your shades in there, your little cloud formations, and everything else that's going on in there. But then as you come down to near the bottom, the reason why that is if I turn it to the side like that, you can see it's twice as thick, and that's why the thicker it is, the more darker it becomes. So absolutely perfect piece. I believe it's one of the most beautiful Moldavites in the world. I haven't come across anything to match this yet. I've seen many beautiful pieces at thousands and thousands, but this one, I don't know, I'm biased, but I've never come across anything as beautiful. So when I'm lying down, I never ever lie down where there is a possibility of the Moldavite that can fall onto anything heavy. It has to be carpet. Like here around me is carpet. I'll never handle this on any kind of heavy floor, because there's thousands and thousands would just disappear if it dropped, even if it chipped. So if I'm on a bed, I'm in the center of the bed, and I will place it here, and it sits really beautiful. And what I do then is just work with it. So I'll close my eyes. I use intention, of course. I start asking, and I wait for answers, or I wait for information to pour through, which is really beautiful. And thus far, I've had this now, I don't know, is it 7 years, 6 years? I'm not sure. I've had it for quite a while now. And the times that I use it is phenomenal. And it's helped me in so many ways when it comes to writing, when it comes to things that I need to attune to, that is important for humanity, even in my little circle of friends on here, and people that I know. The information that is given to me when I use Besednice is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So I don't know, it must be those beautiful spikes, the hedgehog spikes. It must be because of Besednice itself, and I absolutely love that place. I've made videos with you before while I'm there buying, and I go into the fields. It was a very kind day when one of the let's say one of the young boys in the time who used to pick Moldavites ended up a grown man and took me to one of the most famous fields where the most beautiful Besednice is found, dug, and they're no longer allowed to dig there. And what was fascinating to me, and what I shared with everybody, is that all the trees, I noticed it, nobody'd ever noticed it before. And as I was sat there feeling the energy, the only thing it felt like to me is, I don't know if you ever watched a film called Phenomena. Is it Phenomena? With John Travolta, where an alien light hit him and he became super intelligent and he was able to move things with his fingers, and he died in the end. But there was one point just before he died, because whatever this intelligence was needing to know everything about humanity, and he couldn't stop reading books, he couldn't stop thinking of, couldn't stop giving people great information to help them. The only way he found his peace was to sit in a rocking chair and look at the trees, and the trees were just moving like they do. And in that film, I remember how profound that scene was, and how powerful Mother Nature is, and the spirit of Mother Nature, and it was incredible. So going back to Besednice, this one particular field where all the most beautiful Besednice were dug, which is this one, all the trees all the way around were facing inwards. They were all bent inwards. So no matter what angle where it was there, they were facing into the inwards, and they were all like, you don't get that. Trees predominantly, like flowers, will grow as they're meant to grow, straight up, and it's like they were all bent towards the energy of this moldavite field. Fascinating to me, blew me away. So at that particular time, we went to a couple of sand mines, and it was round about 7 o'clock at night. So the sand mines have closed, and then there was a load of very dubious guys, looked a bit rough. He said, we don't stop, it can be very dangerous, because they were basically breaking into the sand mines on a night, which I think the owners already knew this, of the sand mines, they just leave them to it. And then they spend all night through till the early hours of the morning, digging for little pieces of moldavite if they can get them. Now, Maliclum and Clum is different. It's a different moldavite. It's a different shape completely to Besednice. Besednice is, I believe, the highest quality, the most fascinating moldavite. Now, all moldavites have the same frequency, in my humble opinion, but depending on shape and form, they'll all work very differently. So that was kind of fascinating. So there is a dark world, underworld, I guess, to most things like diamonds and what have you, but that's the way it is. So moldavite, I've been trying to write a book, and it's all written, but trying to finish off the book of moldavite has probably been the most challenging part of my life, because I believe moldavite changes with the energy of the earth, and the energy of the earth, I believe, changes with the thoughts of humanity, and the energy of the earth changes with what humanity does to this earth. And things have changed from 5 years ago till now. There is more dense, there is more heavy energy in this world. People have their thought process is completely different. A lot of people are more lost now than ever before. A lot of people believe that there's something that they're not. There's a lot of very, very unusual energy, and I found that moldavite has shifted, changed to how it heals and how it helps. So when I read through the final read of The Power of Moldavite, a lot of it, what made sense 20 years ago, has really no relevance or meaning right now. And that's kind of unusual, because most crystals still have meaning. 20 years ago till this day, I can name 1,000 crystals that relate to the same frequency and healing, and it does. Then, but moldavite's different. It's the only crystal that I feel changes to adapt to what's ever happening within this cosmos, this universe, this planet, this Earth that we're on. And although you still, out of 1,000 things a moldavite will do, I would say 800-900 are still probably would still make sense now, but there's about 100 things that has changed, and the moldavite doesn't work in the same way. When the body balances out completely out, I think moldavite has to vibrate at a different frequency to be able to compensate for what's going on in our physical bodies, which, if you don't know, we are changing from this organic body to a more of a plastic, more of a man-made body. And it's evident when you listen to science saying that they've taken samples of people's bodies, whether it's in the gut or wherever it may be in the blood, and they're finding that there's plastics, there's things that are being put inside us. I can't say it on here, but the things that are being put inside us that are now changing our DNA. So I think moldavite has a frequency that vibrates to the frequency of healing and of, I guess, that maybe it's just the word healing. It heals us in a way that helps us balance more. That's why I'm normally wearing moldavite all the time, because I know it's counteracting all the manipulation, whether it be food, whether it be air, whether it be AI. Moldavite, I always find that my body balances. So I've always been, from the first moment a moldavite was put in my hand, I was bought into it. That's it. This is the one, because of the reaction of what happened to me. And from that moment on, the stories that I've shared with you in Diary of an Accidental Psychic, the stories I've shared with you in Seeing the Invisible, my 2 books, there's always stories about moldavite that just changed my life. There was one point where I was on a train for 1 hour, and I found a piece of moldavite that you would never have walked into this shop and realized that there was a piece of moldavite in there. And I knew there was. And I asked the person at the counter, and they went into their safe and took a piece of moldavite. I knew I was going to buy it. And the money that I made all that week or two from doing psychic readings and healings, I just took out of my pocket and put it on the table. I just needed to buy it, and I paid top whack for it. And it was about this size, and it was a teardrop. And I just started crying on the train to Salou, where I was asked to do some healing on some dolphins that were very sick. And this lady said, "I don't know if you can heal dolphins." I was like, "I don't know if I can, but I'll do everything I can." But the point being, it took an hour to get there from Barcelona, and I literally cried all the way, and I didn't know why I was crying, but I had this moldavite in my hand, and I wasn't stopping it. I wasn't interfering. You should never interfere with the reaction or whatever the process is. You shouldn't interfere. Don't let your mind interfere. It ruins it. No matter what you do, don't let the mind interfere, because you have to let it, you've got to let it out. You've got to allow the process to take place. And after that, when I finally stopped crying, I didn't know why, I'd changed. I changed in a way that I guess the closest thing I can think about is if you've got a child and your child's got some kind of, you know, chicken pox or flu or whatever that may be, you've got to let them ride it out. Once it's ridden out, they become stronger, they become more powerful. Something changes within them. You can see a change. It's almost like they've grown up a little bit more. They've become more stronger and more wiser. I see that with Moldavite. I see it with people wearing it for the first time, and then I see them again and I see them stronger and more wise. They might not even see it in themselves, because you don't. It's too close. But I saw it, and I saw it over the years as a healer. And that's why I've given so many Moldavites away, because I knew the power of Moldavite. And that's the book. But before that book comes out, I am just about finished. Another couple of months. And the book that I'm very excited about, which is finished, we're just waiting for this beautiful artist, wonderful soul, to finish painting 50, I think they're pastels, watercolor pastels, flowers. And the book, which I was originally going to call the Flower Bible, but then I'm not really into the Bible, so I decided to call it The Ancient Art of Flower Reading, which is a beautiful thing. And that'll be out soon, so hopefully you'll enjoy the read of that, and you'll enjoy the back of that book. Back of the book is all about what the flower and how the flower relates to you. So if you say that you like a rose, you're into roses at the moment, it's your favorite flower, you go to the back and you flick through till you find rose. You see the rose, a beautiful painting by this lady, and then it tells you all about yourself. So it's a reflection of you at that given time. And then you can share that with your friends. So there's 50 pages of the flowers that I asked all my friends on YouTube, tell me your favorite flower, and I chose 50 of the most popular flowers. I couldn't do too many, 50 was enough. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. Other than that, today is a beautiful day. I'm now working on, I've just finished one batch of Blend of the Healer. That's the most powerful healing oil for physical. Absolutely incredible. The messages that came in last night. That is a pain relief oil and so much more. Today I'm working on healing oil. So I'm just about to start that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. So I'll just show you one more time so you can see it one more time. The Flame of Bohemia. There you go. Absolutely perfect. Every single tiny, beautiful hedgehog spike is perfect. There is not a chip in any of this at all, from top to bottom. It's literally perfect. Imagine 15 million years in the ground. Absolutely beautiful. There you go. So that's the second video. I posted one yesterday of the Flame of Bohemia, and today is a brand new video which I've done in real time for you. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you for going to markbajerski.com and enjoying 16,000 crystals, all worked on by myself. I hope you appreciate all the oils that I've worked on by my own hands. I hope you appreciate all the incense which I lovingly created many, many years ago. And just thank you for being always kind and caring, and I think most of all trusting in my work. That means the world to me, as well as the messages that come back to say that you feel amazing and thank you for all the help that you give in these past 20 years. Have a great day, guys. I'm going to get back to work now. No rest for the wicked, so they say. Have a great day. Well, it's the first time I've actually done a video without my mum and other mum in there, so sorry about that. Anyway, have a great day. See you all later. Take care. Bye for now.